Hello everybody, welcome to NIMS Journal. Today I am here with 6 important tips and tricks for memorizing what you study. It's very disappointing and depressing when you're unable to recall during an examination those portions what you study with so much of efforts. I have heard many parents complaining that their children are spending most of the time for their studies, even then he or she is not scoring good marks. What could be the reason for this? I'll now give you 6 tips to improve the situation to a remarkable level and which will definitely help you to memorize anything that you study. Please watch this video till the end and put these tips into practice so that you see the success. Tip number 1. Do not study just for the purpose of clearing the exam. You need to study in such a manner that you would remember this for a very long period of time. For achieving this, it's very important that you should understand what you read and what you want to write in your examination. You may get in touch with anybody, be it your teachers or friends or relatives, to gather as much as enough information on the subject you are covering. And equip yourself in such a way that you are in a position to clear any other person's doubts on the topics what you cover. Tip number 2. You should know when to use the shortcuts. As you all know, there is no shortcut to success. Here, I am referring to the shortcuts as in our diagrammatic presentation of the topics you are using. Yes, of course, it is useful only if you are well versed with the theoretical part. Firstly, you should get hold of the topic very well. For this, you need to try preparing short notes while you are going through the subject initially. And then you must first read the topic and compare with the diagram and the short notes that you have prepared each time you revise the topic. This would help you to encode these very clearly in your memory. That means just a one-time viewing of your summary or short notes will not help you during the examination. Tip number 3. Revise, revise, revise so that you can retain. Why I have repeated this word is this is the most important step you should take for memorizing. As the time passes, whatever you have instilled in your memory declines. The stronger you reinforce these topics into your memory, the longer it would stay. I'll tell you the revision pattern you should follow. The first revision should happen within 24 hours of the time. Second revision within next 7 days. Third revision within the next 21 days, that is 3 weeks. Fourth revision within next 2 months. So as you can see, a topic would retain in our memory till 24 hours of study. This is the reason that some students who go for shortcut methods do clear the exam just by reading some selected topics the previous night. Luckily, they should be getting the questions for their exam from the areas they covered last night. But for most of the professional exams here, there should be a very proper revision chart as stated above in order to have a defined success. Tip number 4. Take mock tests. At proper intervals, try to give mock tests under timers. You can either prepare question papers yourself or you may collect it from any other external source, which would be better so that you don't consume your valuable study time for the preparation of the question papers. When you make yourself used to the examination pressure, you would be so relaxed during the actual examination and will be in a position to recall what you have studied. Tip number 5. Associate your portions or the topics you cover with some objects or persons. This is not practicable option for all the subject matters, but for some important and difficult topics that you may find hard to memorize. You may describe these associated objects with the characteristics that are specific to the subject covered. This can be achieved by just visualizing them so that These give important cues to remember. Tip number 6. Know how to use the abbreviations. For professional examinations, you may have to cover, say, 500 pages, and using abbreviations for each paragraph will not become practicable. It might not be possible to use short forms for each and every content. For example, you can use the abbreviation info flow for the characteristics of cloud computing. This is just an example. You may create your own phrase related to the above short form. That is, information can flow freely in a computing system or in a cloud computing system. So when you associate this phrase with the portion, you can easily memorize the abbreviation in the first place. So you can easily recall the abbreviation in the first place, and then you can expand them easily. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to keep in your memory each and every abbreviations that you prepare for the portions you cover. That's all for today. The above tips are from my real life experiences. Hence, I can assure you that these are 100% effective. Please click on the like button if you like this video, and also please don't forget to subscribe so that you would be notified on every new video posted. Thanks for watching. See you soon.